The Truth Movement Canada Network. We are a collaborative network of 60-plus pages and groups on Facebook adhering to a code of ethics, seeking truth and substantiated facts, attempting to work together collectively utilizing mutual respect and the democratic process. Our goal is to create solidarity, to devise proactive solutions that can lead to positive change in society today. We are one. Our strength is in one another. One world, one people, one love. Non-profit incorporation. This chapter will discuss the legitimacy of incorporation of the Global Truth Movement into a non-profit organization, the benefits it could offer to us, the proven methodologies used in business today that vindicate it as an authentic concept. Non-profit incorporation. The Truth Movement needs to focus on certain priorities. Truth and substantiated facts. Enhance and promote solidarity. Help make available the resources to empower others. Organization of information and avoiding unnecessary repetitivity. Growth of the membership. Non-profit incorporation. We all know corporation is not a person, but instead a soulless entity. No remorse or respect for individuals or human suffering, driven only by profit and greed. However, by true definition, does it not make sense to incorporate the Truth Movement? The difference being our infrastructure and operating procedures would take into account the individual over profit. It would also create structure and organization, something that is lacking in the current scheme of things. Non-profit incorporation. To incorporate the Truth Movement, it would take international law to protect the identities of our employees. However, we could make it happen on a smaller scale initially, possibly North America, to be run as a non-profit organization sponsored through donations and fundraising. Any source of profit to be put back in benevolent causes to help the local community. This would certainly help exemplify our commitment to helping others, thus improve our persona with the general public, attracting others to our cause. Non-profit incorporation. Some potential benefits that are motivating factors to incorporate the Global Truth Movement. A means to enhance solidarity and unite activists. A resource center to accumulate and distribute essential data and information. Means to control the release of important information and updates to fellow activists. Avoidance of repetitive data and redundancies. Assists local communities in addressing issues such as poverty, homelessness, joblessness, etc. Non-profit incorporation. Some potential benefits that are motivating factors to incorporate the Global Truth Movement. Activists could be paid for their time and efforts. A head count could be taken. Confronting the powers to be with our numbers would add pressure on them to concede to our demands. Build a template for incorporation that takes into account the individual before profit. Policy and procedure built into our infrastructure. We will prove our business can be profitable and viable. Non-profit incorporation. Questions about potential negatives with the incorporation of the Global Truth Movement. It is presumed that there are no leaders in this movement. We are all supposed to be equals. How can we run a business without someone growing bigger than the whole? Wouldn't some of the roles be more significant than some of the others? Therefore, wouldn't some of the employees become more important than others in this company? Non-profit incorporation. No leaders. We are all equals. A methodology used in industry today in some companies is that the CEO must do all the various jobs in his organization before he is given that role. The rotation of our employees through all various positions is the answer. This could ensure no one would remain in any role for an extended period of time. Therefore, no one would grow more important than the whole. There would likely need to be different employee levels based on experience. However, all would have equal opportunity to reach the same level of expertise if they chose to do so. Non-profit incorporation. Questions about potential negatives with the incorporation of the global truth movement. How do you propose to run this business? When you say infrastructure, what exactly do you envision? How do you intend to deal with the various differences presented with different locales? Non-profit incorporation. How we envision our business. Regarding infrastructure, basically we are governed by the code of ethics presented earlier. We envision possibly one larger master central. Hypothetically, let's say OWS in New York City. Similar to local union halls, we would have locals in various locations. We would attempt to use simplistic uniform protocols to complement the code of ethics. Our priority is to ensure we are in compliance with all local legislations with our activities and operations. Non-profit incorporation. How we envision our business. Regarding determining our infrastructure, basically we are governed by the code of ethics. All locals to be run under one uniform protocol aspiring to higher ethics. No one can discredit or dismantle true virtue and the theme of good. The process for implementing the uniform policies and procedures would be done through an approval process from the master central location. This would need to be done through the democratic process and collaborative feedback from all locals. Consequently, each local would need to ensure the compliance of differing legislations within their zones. Non-profit incorporation. Questions about potential negatives with the incorporation of the global truth movement. One of the greatest concerns is the handling of the financials and treasury for each local. Corruption runs rampant in many local unions and nonprofit organizations quite frequently. How do we intend on addressing this issue so it does not become a detriment to our business? Non-profit incorporation. Questions about potential negatives with the incorporation of the global truth movement. Regarding financials, as an operating cost, we would advocate the procurement of a neutral third-party accountant to oversee the treasury for each local. The Master Central would need to create a list of reputable accountants in each locale that could be commissioned to do so. This will ensure integrity is maintained within our operations and the monies generated. Non-profit incorporation. From a businessman's point of view, we have a very appealing product. Truth and fair rules. Our product appeals to all demographics, all ages, and all people. Our product is easily marketed through a multitude of media. The price is right, free. There is a very large market willing to buy our product currently. Sounds like a businessman's dream.
still don't know what I was waiting for, and my time was running wild, a million dead-end streets, and every time I thought I got it made, it seemed the taste was not so sweet. So I turned myself to face me, but I've never caught a glimpse how the others must see the faker. I'm much too fast to take that test. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Don't wanna be a richer man. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. It's gonna have to be a different man. Time may change me, but I can't trace time. Ooh, yeah. I watch the ripples change their size, but never leave the stream of warm and permanent sand. So the days float through my eyes, but still the days seem the same. And these children that you spit on as they try to change their worlds are immune to your consultations. They're quite aware of what they're going through. Changes.
Turn and face the strain.
Changes. Don't tell them to grow up